Hey there, David Abrams here with Team Systemizely, and I'm back for another episode of Systemizely's video series. Now, what I wanted to do today was dissect something pretty cool. I wanted to dissect a campaign. And my team and I sat down, we were looking at some campaigns to go through, and we could have just gone with general internet marketing, products that we know, SaaS products, and we're gonna do those things. We're gonna do those things moving forward. But I really wanted to start it off by looking at the three simple processes, the three simple things that a billion-dollar company is doing in their business, like some of the three major funnel pieces to get you going, things that you can learn from actually Coca Cola, a company that's serving up to 1.9 billion units for customers every year. I mean, that's a huge, huge company. And a lot of little tips that you can take away. We've kind of broken down the three most important things to take away from their company, and we put it into this presentation. I hope you'll enjoy it. I'm gonna actually go into some real specifics, some action steps that I want you guys to implement, and it'll be very, very helpful for your business moving forward. So I look forward to talking to you in just a second. Let's go ahead and jump on my presentation. Well, welcome to the presentation and congratulations. I'm about to go over Coca Cola's magic formula for massive marketing success. Now, these are the things that have vaulted them to a billion-dollar company. What's most exciting about today's video is that by the time you finish commenting below on this video about how much you enjoyed the killer content, you'll have a step-by-step system that you can model after to build an incredible brand in your own marketplace that's proven to work by one of the biggest businesses in existence today. That's exactly why we chose this. We wanted to start with a really, really big brand. Okay, so principle number one, taking calculated risks and adjusting when needed. So to be a leader in the soft drink industry, Coca-Cola obviously had to take some calculated risks over the years to position themselves as the benchmark for the best cola beverage business in the world. They didn't just go after having a drink, they went after global domination. Of all the risk they have taken over the history of the remarkable brand, no risk is more widely noted than the risk that revolutionized how people consume soda pop, that occurred way back in actually 1985 when they changed their formula to quote-unquote new Coke to try to slow down the upsurge of brand loyalty to the new kid on the block, which was of course Pepsi Cola. So the result of all this, well, it's easy. Complete mayhem. That was the result of them trying to change what they already had in their business, but they took a calculated risk to do it, okay? So complete mayhem from their customer base was caused because customers got angry. They were wanting that cola brand back that they had known for so long, and they were remaining original Coca-Cola fans, and they were afraid that they were going to lose a brand forever. So not only did they prove that their concept was so good that a competitor couldn't really steal them, but by changing what they've already done, they've risked some of their own brand loyalty to followers that followed them. They got a flood of angry customer complaints to the customer Coca-Cola line, you know, passionately expressing that, you know, they hated the new Coca-Cola brand, and really they just wanted their soda back. So at this point, Coca-Cola only had two real options. Option A, they could have been stubborn and continue to mass produce new Coke and ignore their customers' monumental volume of complaints, or obviously option two, they could swallow their pride, chalk it up as a risk, as a learning experience, and go back to what was working for the last 99 years, which was the previous formula that everybody loved. Now, luckily for Coca-Cola and their fabulous brand, they made the smart decision to go with option B, of course, being the smart business owners that they were, which catapulted them to the top of the soft drink market while simultaneously slowing down the momentum that Pepsi Cola had developed. So, you know, really the moral of this part of the story is that, you know, invest time into taking calculated risks. This will help you to understand where you can move your business, but really you're going to learn more than anything from your customers' reactions, right? So step one, invest time, money, and effort into split testing. I cannot tell you how important split testing is. Test often, test fast, learn from what you're testing. Put the money in there, it's so worth it. Split testing software is easy to get. I use VWO.com, visualwebsiteoptimizer.com. If you're using ClickFunnels, you can use ClickFunnels landing pages to do automatic split testing. The same with lead pages if you're using lead pages. So some of these softwares actually have the split testing in them. Others, you can use this visitor website optimizer on it. And I think Google also used to have a really good one. It's not very good anymore, so I would not recommend it, but the other ones are really good. So step number 2 is set up a control and try different variables to beat that control. Now, I just want to make sure that I'm not saying make a control and then just change the colors or change the button color and not have that much traffic. What you're trying to test is headlines, offers. Is it a worksheet versus a blueprint? Is it a download versus a free software? What is working that people want? What are the headlines? Are you talking the right language to them? Are you showing them the right imagery? Those are things to test. Don't just test small things. And repeat this process on all your properties, including paid advertisements, landing pages, offers. It doesn't matter. So again, check your designs, your copy on your ads, check your landing pages, make sure that they're all congruent together, but make sure you're testing and then learn from those tests, right? Learn from those steps. So step 4, follow Coca Cola's example by paying close attention to the action that your audience and customers are taking by making the proper adjustments to meet their needs best. So whether it's a failing test or a thriving test, it's going to help you move in the right direction. Whether it's something that people don't like, at least you can learn from what they don't like to make a better product of what they do like. But what you need is you need them taking action so that you can learn from them. It's always better to learn from what your customers and your users are doing than to try to figure it out by guessing and just, trying to assume what they're going to do. Of course, step 5, make this a system and delegate it to your team so that you can begin scaling your business, investing your time into the specific areas that you're most effective in. Now, I talk about this a lot, delegation and systemizing your company, but this, especially in split testing, is easy to do. When you start to understand 4 or 5 of the things that you're split testing every time, you can easily make a system of it so that your team knows exactly what to test. And I put this all in a doc, guys. I put all my different tests and stuff like that. So that I have a operations manual, and I basically hand this to people. I say, look in the operations manual, chapter 3, and you'll see exactly how to do a split test. So I don't ever have to train people again. They can just go through and train themselves using our training documentation. Again, pulling me out of the business. Okay, so principle number 2, make your products so good your customers won't be able to stop talking about it, right? So if you read principle number 1, I think you'll agree with me that Coca-Cola customers truly love their product. Why? Because they become an angry mob over a tiny little formula change and would have been willing to go to hell and back simply to get another taste of the sugary sweet Coca-Cola classic. And of course, I'm not going to even talk about what was probably inside of the Coca-Cola to make them want to come back so much. So what about your current product offerings? Are your customers raving about them right now? Are they willing to go to hell and back just to get their hands on what you're selling? If your current customer base isn't, then it's 100% important that you implement the following 3 ABCs of Coca-Cola customer success on this next slide here, guys. So the ABCs of Coca-Cola customer success, right? So A, start improving on your current products by spending advertising dollars to test your current offerings. So I spend these $5 ads all the time to not only get leads in, but to also test with early traffic sources how my offers are looking and what people are saying. That way I'm not flooding my offer with new customers, right? And I'm able to really, really learn from them. So I'll even do possibly a small promotion with an affiliate, giving away the product at a lower price point or giving more value with extra training, something that I wouldn't give to everyone else, by having them come in early, and I can learn a lot from what they say. So I'm using them to really learn what my product needs to make it better. Take the time to survey and develop case studies with some of your current customers to get positive social proof and improvement strategies for your current offerings. So these people that are coming in, these early adopters, get them really moving into the softwares or services or whatever it is that you have going. Get them in there so you can get some case studies back. We call them hero shots. So we can get the hero shots of what they're doing, and then also do a survey and learn what they wish they could have, what they do need, because now you're proving a quote-unquote hypothesis of what your product is solving, and make sure it's solving the right pain points. And then finally, give the consumer exactly what they want, not what you think they want. So when these come back, these surveys come back, when you're talking to customers, when you're learning from them, then put more time into giving them that stuff. And it could be, you know, you build this out as they go along. Early adopters don't always have you know, they don't always get angry about it because you tell them that they're early adopters. You can tell them that they're going to come in there and get more. But if you're willing to do these 3 steps, I'm supremely confident that you will increase the income of your business so fast just by doing these things, because you're solving real problems that people have every day by learning and listening to them. Increase the customer loyalty to your brand. So people want to come back to you more. They love working with you. They love your services. They love your products. And most importantly, develop a personal brand that your customers can't stop raving about. Okay. So principle number 3, staying relevant with your audience. This is so important. One of the reasons that Coca Cola still has such a strong following today is due to the fact that they are still one of the most relevant brands in the world. This is like a couple 100-year-old company. Yeah, they have a lot of money right now, but they're able to put their ear to the ground and see what marketing is working right now, and they're connecting with the audience where their audience is. Now, their audience is more mass than maybe your mass appeal than maybe yours is, but they still look and listen to where they are, and they try to market to them, right? So how do they stay relevant? Well, the answer is simple. They have a killer content marketing strategy that I'm going to share with you right now. Best of all, it's straight from the horse's mouth, because Coca-Cola's very own manager of digital communications and social media, Ashley Callahan, recently presented this information, and I'm excited to share it with you right now. So step number 1, ask yourself if your content passes the why should I care test. Why should I care test? Ask yourself if your content surprises you or will surprise your audience. Does it go, wow, that's awesome? Would you be surprised? Would you read it? Ask yourself if your content has universal appeal to your market. And step number 4, ask yourself if your content has the potential to generate interest in what you have to offer. So it's very important that your content is linked back to your offerings, right? Obviously, that's very, very important. So these are what their brand manager and digital communication manager uses. This is her 4-part question section that she asks for every piece of content. So when you're writing content, when you're getting content out there and really putting yourself out there, think about these things, and this will really help you understand and market the right way. I know that I've actually gone through this questionnaire and said, wow, this is very niche content or something that I like, but honestly, my audience probably wouldn't. So we've really shifted a lot of our own content to make sure that we are using this for ourselves. So guys, I hope this was very fabulous. This was a really, really cool case study, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, guys, well, I hope you enjoyed that video. I thank you so much for tuning in here to the end. And since you are here at the end, I just want to ask 3 quick things from you today. So number 1 is to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We put out great content pieces like this all the time, and I want to make sure you don't miss a single one. So you'll see a subscribe button on the next screen. Go ahead and click it, or underneath this video, and get subscribed to our channel right away. Number 2 is to sign up for our 5 steps to break free of your business. It's a systems manual and report on the 5 ways to start making more time in your business, enjoying things more. It's really, really, really powerful. I put a lot of time and thought into it. So go ahead and download that. If you're on YouTube, you'll find it underneath this video. If you're on our website, you'll find it here on our column to the right. And the third thing is leave comments. Leave comments on YouTube, leave comments on our blog. Let us know some questions that you have, anything that you're wondering about or stuck on. We are here to help you succeed, and that's truly what we want at the end of the day. So let us help you. Go ahead, leave a comment, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. For the rest of you, thank you so much for joining us. Have a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you soon.